Okay, another bodybuilding intensity technique. One that I love is rest pause. So the rest pause method, it got pretty popular with DC training or dog crap training by Dante Trudell years ago. But also a lot of big names have used it. Guys like Dorian Yates, Mike Mincer, a lot of great lifters, great bodybuilders, great minds in the industry. Now, what it is and how to implement it. Rest pause is very intensive and it is designed to really take you to complete fatigue, okay? When you do rest pause, you really need to make sure you have a spotter present because you will reach the failure point. The way that it works, let's say we use, we're gonna do a bench press. You're gonna pick a weight that challenges you for, let's say about 12 reps. We'll just say 10 to 12. Challenges you for about 10 to 12 reps. It is not a failure point. On a 1 to 10 scale, it's about an 8 or 9 though. It's pushing you. So you crank out 10 reps there, okay? You maybe have 1 or 2 left in the tank. So you crank out 10 reps on that first set, then you take about 15 seconds rest. You get back under the bar, you crank out about another 8, give or take, okay? Put the bar down, take about 15 more seconds rest, then you get in there for your third set, you end up cranking out maybe 4 to 6. That's kind of the typical progression of a rest pause. In no point should you actually get more reps on the second or third set than you did the first. If you did that, you didn't do it right. This will completely exhaust the muscle. I would not recommend that you do this alone. You need to have a spotter present because you will fatigue out, and you should. If you don't fatigue out, you did not do it the right way. So you need a spotter present. The exercise selection for it, it varies. I would say in general, compound moves are best. You could use isolation work, but take the compound move and also utilize assistance type work. So for example, the bench press, you could do bench, that's fine. Okay, you could also do like an incline or a decline. You could also do something like an incline dumbbell, flat dumbbell. You see what I'm saying? But with flies, for example, it's not really the most appropriate method in my opinion because of how much stress it actually puts on the tissue. I don't like taking it to that type of extreme in an isolated movement like a pec fly. Now, another example would be like a deadlift. A deadlift is not a good exercise to do this on because you fatigue and there's so much technique involved in the deadlift that it's just not a smart thing to do. You will end up hurting yourself. I'd say the same thing with the squat. So you need to do variations of these. There are also other ways you can do it, things called widowmakers. We'll talk about that in a different video. But be careful about selecting the proper exercise. The final thing I'll say is if you were a young lifter, don't worry about rest pause right now. That's not what you need. You need to get the basics, and as you progress, your body will be ready for that. Don't overstimulate the body right now. You get as much benefit just lifting right now as you would by doing an intensity technique like that. So this is how you incorporate a rest pause. I would not do it for more than 1 exercise per training day, depending on what your split or program looks like. It's very taxing and does take some time to recover. That's rest pause. Hope you guys liked the video. If you got any questions, let me know.